Welcome to the Triton College 2020 Nursing Program Pinning Ceremony.
Welcome to the pinning ceremony of Fall 2020. Students, I am honored and happy to be here to present this pinning ceremony to you. You have truly dedicated the past 2 years of your life to the profession of nursing. When I think of the profession of nursing today, I believe it has a different meaning. Many times I hear nurses on the front lines, essential, and heroes. Graduates, you are about to embark on history. As nurses working on those front lines, fighting the COVID-19 war, and you too will be called heroes. These past 9 months have been difficult, to say the least. Through these challenging times, you have all come through this with your head held high. I personally want to thank you for remaining calm, for remaining patient, and most of all, for being respectable through all of these changes that have had to be made. I have said this more than once to you all. I am proud of this class. You have shown true dignity and professionalism. You have all come a long way in this journey, and boy, what a story you'll have to tell. Now, a little background on the pinning ceremony. Florence Nightingale, the founder of nursing, started this tradition over 150 years ago, presenting her graduating class with the medal called the Badge of Courage. This medal eventually evolved into the pin, as we know today, that represents the institution that you graduated from. The significance of our candles references back to Florence Nightingale's influence. Often Nightingale was seen working throughout the night, waiting on her patients and meeting their needs. This earned her the nickname called Lady with the Lamp. This icon still is active in our nursing history today. Nurses, I wish this day was different. I wish I could personally shake your hand, look at you in the eyes, and present you with this badge of courage that you have earned so greatly. I want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I would now like to present our student speakers, Liliana Ortiz and James Jacoby.
Hello, and welcome everyone. First off, I want to say thank you for allowing me to speak on behalf of our class. I am deeply honored to be here to commemorate on the great memories of our class. Especially in 2020, the year of the nurse. In 1870, Florence Nightingale stated, "It will take 150 years for the world to see the kind of nursing I envision." And here we are, hopefully living out her dream. I would like to thank our wonderful staff and marketing department as well for allowing us to have this pinning ceremony. Well, what can I say that many of us don't know or feel? What a crazy year it's been to cap off our journey. From shifts in political disclosure, such as Prince Harry and Meghan Markle leaving the royal family, and many notable and saddening deaths such as Kobe Bryant and Chadwick Boseman, to name a few, and the encompassing COVID-19 pandemic that's been surrounding our lives tremendously. Since the pandemic started, our remarkable class was impacted tremendously. We were faced with many challenges, such as having to transition to remote learning and unfortunately waive our in-person clinicals. As much as this hurt us and discouraged us, we knew as future nurses the public's health was our priority. But somehow we managed to get to our computers every morning, study for lecture, and get out there so that we can make a difference in the future. For all those reasons, we are a unique class to have been able to overcome these unexpected challenges. Do any of you still remember your first exam in this program? I do. I failed. It was such a wake-up call to how rigorous and competitive this program is. This was one of the hardest things I had to do in my academic career. I met some of my best friends in this program. We then founded the Student Nurses Association. Nursing is a team sport. You can't do it alone. Although the pandemic cut some of our plans short, we were able to still create a new culture for future nursing students and provide resources for them. I want to give a big thank you for Dr. Davis, who has been our advisor for the SNA since the beginning, and a big thank you for Mrs. Brewer, who also supported the SNA and allowed us to be a part of the faculty meetings to be the voice of the students. And also a big thank you to all our amazing professors who put in all the time and effort for us to learn to become the next leaders in nursing. I have to say, the road that lies ahead of us is not easy, especially in times like this. Many of us now are frontline workers for this COVID pandemic, and we thank you for your service. I am too a frontline worker in a COVID ICU. I have never felt such sadness and stress in a work setting. It got to the point where I just wanted to quit nursing in general. But with the support of my amazing colleagues, friends, family, and boyfriend, we pushed through it all. I now know for sure that this is my calling because I am willing to go the distance for my colleagues and my community. Our journey was definitely not easy, but it gave us valuable knowledge, friendships, and incredible memories. Our journey's not over. We still have to take the NCLEX, and hopefully we're able to have a career filled with great stories and experiences. It is only the beginning of what we have to experience up ahead. I will not say, do not weep, as not all tears are sad, but to rejoice, as there is still hope for us to make an impact in the future. I wish you all nothing but the best. Wash your hands, wash your distance, and wear a mask.
Lights go out and I can't be saved. Tides that I tried to swim against brought me down upon my knees. Oh, I beg and plead, singing, come out of things unsaid. Shoot an apple off my head, and a trouble that can't be named. A tiger's waiting to be tamed, singing. Confusion never stops, closing walls and ticking clocks. Gonna come back and take you home. I could not stop, but you now know, singing, come out upon my seas. Curse missed opportunities. Am I a part of the cure, or am I part of the disease? Singing, This is where the chapter ends. A new one now begins. Time has come for letting go. The hardest part is when you know all of these years when we were here are ending. But I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. Where the water meets the land, there is shifting in the sand. Like the tide that ebbs and flows, memories will come and go. All of these years when we were here are ending, but I'll always remember we have had the time of our lives. And now the pages turn, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. We say goodbye, we hold on tight to these memories that never die. We say goodbye, we hold on tight to these memories that never die. We have had the time of our lives, and now the pages turned, the stories we will write. We have had the time of our lives, and I will not forget the faces left behind. It's hard to walk away from the best of days, but if it has to end, I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives. I'm glad you have been my friend in the time of our lives.
I just want to say thanks, everyone, for letting me speak. I'm just going to tell a quick story, so I won't be too long. This happened years ago. Now, my kids are older now, but one of my sons was learning how to ride a two-wheeler. So we went over to the school where we had a big parking lot, and I'm taking off his training wheels, and he's standing there, and he's only like 5, and he's got this cute little helmet on, and he's watching me take off his training wheels, and I can see that he's kind of nervous. So I know that he knows how to ride the bike. He knows how to pedal, he knows how to steer, he knows where the brakes are. But I go over these things anyway, just to make sure. I'd be sure to show him right where the brakes are. But he's kind of like, I know. And so he gets on the bike. Now he gets on the bike and he starts pedaling, and I'm running right next to him, and I'm huffing and puffing, and he's pedaling, and he starts to get his balance, and I let go. Now, the reason I'm telling this story is because my son learning how to ride a bike is a lot like us learning how to be nurses. We are learning something new the same way he was learning something new. For the past 2 years, now 3 years maybe for me, but the past 2 years, Triton has been running alongside of us while we are pedaling our little bikes. We had the library, we had the cafeteria, we had our own little H building where we could sit around and study for our exams and laugh and joke nervously before the exams. We had our skills rooms where we could practice our nursing skills, and sometimes that was tense when you had to get tested, but usually we had fun doing that as well. And most importantly, we had our instructors. We had our leader, Miss Brewer, we had Dr. Davis, Dr. Golden, we had Miss Fritz, we had Miss Finch, we had Miss Mametti, we had Miss Tatiana. And for the past 2 years, they've been running right beside us while we've been pedaling these bikes. That's the significance of today. See, today, when we get our pins, Triton is letting go. Now, with my son, when I let go, he was doing fine. He had his balance, he was going, but he panicked. And he forgot where the brake was, and he didn't think about turning, and he hit a fence. Now, that again is a metaphor for us, because we are going to go out into the field as new nurses, and we're still going to be learning, and we're going to have our difficulties, and yes, we're going to hit a metaphorical fence. Now, my son, he cried. He wasn't physically hurt, but he was angry and he was frustrated, and that is exactly what's going to happen to us when we're out in the field. We're going to be angry, we're going to be frustrated, we're going to hit that metaphorical fence. So when that happens to you, when you're out there, I want you to think about one thing, okay? Think about this. My cute little 5-year-old son with his little bike helmet, kind of sitting there nervously. Think about him, because after he hit that fence, see, he got back on that bike.
And now we would like to present the Triton College Nursing Program Class of 2020. Noemi Adame, Robert Amon, Amanda Antal, Mariana Aponte, Iris Areola, Gilberto Cano, Carla Clavijo, Susan Coronado, Janessa Corrette, Annette Duque, Susanna Ilawi, Andrea Fleming, April Fontanilla, Ilona Helinska, James Jacoby, Richard Josephic, Farida Karkuch, Shadora Knox, Caitlin Lawrence, Vasilina Levko, Ariana Lozano, Jeanette Lugo, Michelle Niedzwiecka, Immaculata Neji, Liliana Ortiz, Rozwan Pagan, Artiben Patel, Michael John Ratuita, Idalia Segura, Ashley Solano, Joseph Thompson, Pauline Villalago.
I solemnly pledge myself before God and in the presence of this assembly to pass my life in purity and to practice my profession faithfully. I will abstain from whatever is deleterious and mischievous and will not take or knowingly administer any harmful drug. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standard of my profession and will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and all family affairs coming to my knowledge in the practice of my calling. I shall be loyal to my work and devoted towards the welfare of those committed to my care.
Triton College nursing students, class of December 2020. Congratulations. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to be a part of your nursing journey. I know that this has been a challenging time for you, especially with these last 2 semesters and dealing with this virus that we are all trying to get through. What I want you to do now is to continue to study, work hard, study for that NCLEX. And as you embark on your profession, I want you to always remember the things that you have learned here. I want you to continue on to pursue your baccalaureate degree, your master's degree, and even go on to become a doctor or even a practitioner. The world is yours. The profession is wide open for you. You can do whatever you set your mind off to do. Just keep working hard, pay it forward, and best wishes to you all. Congratulations. Thank you.
I want to take this moment to congratulate each and every one of you on the successful completion of the nursing program. I've been there to witness your hard work and determination over the last 2 years of this program, and I wish you nothing but success in your future endeavors. Congratulations, class of December 2020.
Congratulations, class of 2020. It has been my pleasure teaching you and watching all of you evolve and grow. I want to wish you the best of luck moving forward. I wish you the best of luck on the NCLEX. You will all make such wonderful nurses. The field of nursing is ever evolving, changing, and growing, and I believe in all of you. All of you will be wonderful nurses. I wish you the best of luck in your careers. And again, it has been my pleasure teaching all of you. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations.
This concludes our very special pinning ceremony. I want to personally thank Cheryl Davis, Anissa Mamedi, and Tatiana King for the preparations they have put forth into making this ceremony possible. And now a message to the family and friends out there. These students have one more hurdle to jump, and that's called the NCLEX. Please encourage them to complete this exam as soon as possible. Give them the encouragement and the confidence that they so deserve. Students, go into this exam with your head held high, knowing that you can do anything you put your mind to do. Once again, I want to congratulate the graduating class of 2020.